All right, YouTube, this Detroit's HPTV coming to you out of Detroit. It's Monday, April the 8th, day of the solar eclipse. But before we start dealing with that later on today, got some interesting news. And this news, it tells you how hypocritical the Democratic Party is, how those leftists is. You know, we got Don Lemon, who always race baiting and talking about white men as a threat to America and things of that nature. He marries a white man. Now, I don't care who anybody marries. That's up to you. But you can't be a race baiter and then the race that you talk about, you go marry into their group. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But I want to show you the hypocrisy of the left and why they so adamant about shoving things down our throat and making decisions for us where clearly they're confused. So I want you to watch this video. It's for fair use under the 1976 Copyright Act, commentary educational purposes, and the First Amendment. Let's check out Don Lemon.
How are you this evening? Thank you. Julie. Hi, Julie. The biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized right up to the right. All right, guys, so we got to talk about a very ironic story here. It involves Don Lemon, who officially is now Donna Lemonade, okay? He's officially Donna Lemonade because Donna just got a civil union, okay? Some people may call it marriage. I'm going to call it a civil union. Don Lemon got into a civil union with a white man, okay? He's tied to the white man for tax purposes, right? The government recognizes that Don Lemon, again, is in this, union, right, between him and the white man. And the irony here is that Don Lemon on CNN spent years demonizing white people and at one point called the white man the biggest terror threat to this country. But then he turned around and got married, got a civil union with a white man. Realize the biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized right up to the right. And we have to start doing something about them. There is no travel ban on them. There is no ban on, they have the Muslim ban. There is no white guy ban. So what do we do about that? So, and
Let me stop there for a minute. This is the problem with these race baiters. They don't even believe the things that they be saying themselves. They just come out and pontificate and push these narratives out to the populace that they don't even believe. I showed you how they doing The View, CNN, MSNBC, Al Sharpton, the rest of them. They want to radicalize one community against another community for the sake of politics. Maybe they call it journalism or whatever. But as I said before, I don't care who anybody marries. That's their business. But don't come out to the public and do all this race baiting and cause all this division. Then you go have a civil union. Make it make sense.
So it turns out that Don Lemon actually loves white terrorism, right? He loves when a white man terrorizes his backside.
They can't even be mad that we clowning them and he making jokes. They can't even be mad because you've been on CNN race baiting forever. But you really don't feel that way. This is my point. You don't feel that way. So why are you pushing that to the public? See, they pay these people to come out in front of us and keep us divided so that they can oppress us all. You know, it's weird. It's like you got these factions and these groups within the confines of the United States, and they have this belief system that they live totally contradictory to. You know, they'll tell you, I'm a this and I'm a that. But when you look at them, you see, no, you just a confused individual running your mouth because you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't be two things that are opposing each other at one time. You got to at least be able to be decisive and stand on what you say. You know what I mean? I have people in my comments say, "Oh, the Constitution don't apply to us." But as soon as they get arrested, they plead in the fifth and won't due process and complain and go straight to the law and seek cover. But from the confines of their own home, they disrespect it. This is the type of people like Don Lemon. You know what I mean? Oh, I want to go, I want to be a Pan-Africanist. Get you a passport and go to Africa and go. Wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, stand on that. Don't come to the rest of the public with your twisted, weird views, espousing them like you want to debate when in 5 minutes you're going to do the very thing that you said you stood against. This is my point.
He loves white terrorism. He love that. He love a great white pipe, bro. He love white sauce too. He love everything white, bro. He love everything white. He even got white dogs, okay? I bet he live in a white neighborhood, surrounded by white people all day. But yet, he go on TV and talk about how much he hate white people. He think the white man the biggest terror threat to his country when he got a white man terrorizing him every night, okay? He let a white man dominate him every single night, bruh. He love white supremacy in the sheets. He's an activist in the streets, but he's colonized in the sheets. That's what we're doing. But again, I want you guys to remember, this is the same guy that claims that he's oppressed, right? He's oppressed. I want to read about this because this doesn't sound like oppression to me, okay? If you're black and gay in America, this is the type of privilege that you have, okay? You can boohoo, whine, and cry about being a victim while at the same time living a lavish and luxury life while getting married to your so-called oppressor, right? Let's read here. Ex-CNN host Don Lemon marries partner Tim Malone with controversial guests in attendance. Don Lemon and Tim Malone are officially married. The former CNN anchor 58 and Malone 40, a real estate broker, tied the knot on Saturday at a church ceremony before heading to a swanky reception at the Ralph Lauren Polo Bar where the couple had their first date. Wow. Don Lemon is 58 and his husband, his partner, is 40. Wow. Don Lemon is a cougar, apparently. He's a cougar. The couple,
As you can see, he married the very man he was demonizing in public. Can y'all really take anything that comes out of their mouths as serious? This is why the black conservative perspective, this guy, is clowning them. He's clowning them and he's making jokes about them because he's showing the hypocrisy and the ridiculousness of what they come out and say. Think about what he said. He said, the young white men and they terrorists and woody woo and all of that. But he found one that he liked enough to get married, to jump the proverbial broom with.
Pose for pictures on the steps of the Fifth Avenue Presbyterian Church with their 3 adorable dogs. The 140 strong guest list included a host of luminaries from the world of media and entertainment and 1 or 2 controversial figures. Yeah, so there was a bunch of celebrities and stuff that showed up to this thing. You know, you guys saw at the beginning of this video, the cackling hens were there. I think Alec Baldwin was there. I mean, there was a ton of, celebrities and famous people there. Okay, this luxury wedding that, apparently is something that can happen for somebody that is oppressed and a victim in this country that is still experiencing the effects of slavery and racism. This is what he told Elon Musk in an interview.
In fact, if you look at history, if you study history broadly, everyone was a slave. Everyone.
Yes. Well, not everyone was a slave.
No, everyone was a slave.
Okay, but
we are all descended from slaves.
Yeah.
Well, all of us.
Yeah. But,
it's just a question of when. Was it more recent or less recent? That's it.
Right.
But what future do we want?
Is
this something we want to make part of our constant dialogue forever, or do we want to say, like, let's just move on and treat everyone, according to just who they are as an individual?
I agree with you with that. That's the ideal. But what the evidence shows is that that's not what's actually in practice.
I think we're doing better than anywhere else.
That's true. I agree with that. But that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean a lot to a whole lot of people who aren't able to take advantage of the opportunities that you were able to take advantage of, simply because the color of your skin.
What advantages does my color of my skin give me?
Well, there's an ease that you have in society that many people of color don't. You were able to come to this country voluntarily. There are many people who were not able to come to the country voluntarily. There are people who came here as slaves.
For me to come here.
And there is a legacy of slavery that still continues on. There's a legacy of racism that still continues on in this country. That's undeniable.
Well, if we keep talking about it nonstop, it will never go away. If we keep making it the central thing, it will never go away.
Well, why do you believe that?
I think I'm just making a simple statement of fact. So I think we want to get away from making everything a race or a gender or whatever issue, and just treat people like individuals.
Have you ever been declined for a credit card due to poor credit? Download Self. It's a new way to build credit.
Yeah, so according to Don Lemon, there's still a legacy of slavery and racism going on to this day, according to him, right? But yeah, he's marrying the white man, the guy that's supposed to be responsible for the slavery and the racism. Now, I don't agree with Don Lemon when it comes to the whole racism stuff. Now, when it comes to slavery, who knows? Maybe he has a point, okay? Because again, Don Lemon seems to be a slave to the white man, right? I'm pretty sure he is in bed for certain. I'm just saying. I mean, I think that this is Stockholm syndrome, right? This right here, to me, represents what I tell you guys all the time about how a lot of these woke revolutionaries that always complain about the white man evil, white man bad. They secretly just want a hug from the white man. They want to be loved and accepted from the white man the most. Okay, I'm so serious. I mean, look at all these individuals. Okay, all these freedom fighters, right? All these pro-blacks, woke revolutionaries. Okay, you got Kamala Harris, white man, AOC, white man, Lori Lightfoot, white woman. Okay, Ketanji Brown Jackson, white man, Don Lemon, white man, Ilhan Omar, white man. They love the Great White Pipe, right? Absolutely love the Great White Pipe. Okay, can't get enough of it. But yeah, in public, they try to pretend like white men are the worst thing ever. White men are what's wrong with this country, but y'all keep getting in relationships with them. And that's what I try to tell you guys. These people just want that hug, right? They want that hug, okay? They want a hug, okay? They literally want a hug from the white man, right? That's what they want.
I don't think they want the hug. I think they paid liars, and they will get out there for that money and say anything. You know what I mean? To mislead the people, and they come off to you as these so-called revolutionaries or whatever, but they don't never do nothing but the opposite. That's the problem in this country. These people, they come out and they speak about who they are, what they believe in, and they be radical, but they don't do anything radical. They go to work and they do the same and pay their taxes and do the same thing everybody else does. It's like they just got some type of uh, form of schizophrenia. You know what I mean? That makes them turn from Dr. Jekyll to Mr. Hyde. You know what I mean? When they come and get in front of you, they say things that they don't believe, that they clearly don't believe. You know, if you're a subscriber, look at my comments and look at what some of the people say. They come on and they get in the comments and they say, "Oh, I'm this or I'm that," and you can be like, "No, you're not," or you'll be doing something other than trolling me. What you trolling? What you trolling me for? You ain't finna convert nobody over here to none of that nonsense. Because we see through you. We see you clearly. Clearly, we see who you are. For real. In real life, we see who you are.
Okay, that's what they desire more than anything. Because what these people do when it comes to their actions and their words, it's not consistent. It's not consistent. It's like I try to tell you guys, these people, if they really hated the white man so much, they would be trying to get away from the white man, but they won't leave the country, right? They won't go to somewhere else, some other country where there's less white people. No, they want to stay. They want to stay and force the white man to be with them. But at the same time, they want to say, oh, well, we need to get away from the white man. How does that work? How does that work? I really don't understand it. I really don't get it. Okay? I don't get it. They also want to get on one knee and beg and plead to the white man, please give us a check. Please give us reparations. Well, I thought the white man was your oppressor. I thought the white man was trying to hold you down. I thought he had his boot on your neck. Why would your oppressor take his boot off your neck and give you a check? Why do you think he would do that? But yet you beg for it anyways. Okay? I don't understand it. The white man's supposed to be so evil, but yet, yeah, y'all in relationships with the white man. Every chance you get, you go run into him. Wanting to be with him, want to be loved. But again, that's why I really think all of this is. I really think a lot of these people who are supposed to be so pro-black and they're liberal, they want to be with the white man the most. And they're mad and upset because the white man does not love them the way that they want to be loved. Okay, so if the white man is not expressing the love and affection that they want, that's when they get mad, upset, they get so angry about it, right? And that's when they lash out in the media, okay, and talk about how bad it is in this country, white supremacy, how much they're oppressed. But then they turn around and they do this. Okay, they laying up with the white man in bed, okay, getting their cheeks clapped. Yo, this is beyond me, bro. It really is. What really gets me about it is this idea that, if you are a black conservative, that, you are supposed to be a, representation of a sellout or, one of these people that really love the white man, that love massa, right? But you don't see me on one knee begging the white man for a check or a handout or begging the white man to love me or sleeping with a white man get my cheeks clapped. You don't see me doing that. You don't see me doing anything. I don't beg white people for anything. Okay? I'm not out here trying to get the hug from the white man. But all these people that claim to be so pro-black, okay, that, supposed to be out here, fighting against white supremacy, again, they seem to love white supremacy. They seem to love it. Again, that's the part that really, really, really gets me about all this. Okay, it really is just kind of funny how that works. In regards to Don Lemon getting married, it ain't something I can say I personally endorse. I mean, you got this church doing this marriage, which I mean, hey, at the end of the day, that's the choice of that church. All I gotta say is this: I think there's just a lot of irony in this idea that white men are the biggest terror threat to this country. When you're marrying a white man or getting in a civil union with a white man, but yeah, you go on TV, you talk about white supremacy, how bad the white man is. I just don't think that, that is consistent. I really don't understand
how these people can live with themselves knowing that their whole life is nothing but hypocrisy, right? Just blatant hypocrisy. But again, I guess in Don Lemon's case, the white man is the biggest terror threat to his backside. So, he's kind of right about that, okay? The white man is a terror threat to him, okay? He loves being terrorized in the bed by a white man every night. He loved that, okay? But it's like I told you guys, they just want that hug, okay? The lashing out, the being upset with white people, the whole, complaining about white supremacy thing is just simply because the white man don't love them the way they want to be loved, okay? That's literally what it is. And I think that this Don Lemon story is example exactly what I'm talking about. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.
Y'all heard the news, right? The southern border in Texas is still...
Now, I don't agree with everything he said, but I understand him making humor at these liberals because of how much race baiting they do toward the public, toward the masses. And most of them is like that when they come off rah, 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 and all that. Then you look at their life, they really just confused individuals. That's what it looks like to me. So, I know there's more important things that we're going to talk about today, and we'll get to those things. But I had to do a reaction to this video because of Don Lemon's attitude. Don Lemon's attitude is so divisive while he's engaged in a civil union. I'm going to end on that note. Sign to you out Detroit, Detroit's HPTV. Keep your head on swivel. Salute to all the patriots. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't look up in the sky with the eclipse, y'all.